We're now ready to start creating our vertical geometry, and our vertical geometry in this instance will be created the same as our horizontal geometry, as in we'll be putting in IP points. In this case there'll be vertical IP points. To help us to do this, we need to match into the existing asphalt at the start of the alignment and also at the end of the alignment. So in our section view, we're going to turn on the model Survey Road Crown. And you can see at the start of our section view, we can see the existing road surface here. So to add our VIPs, we just go to the first column once again and go down to Append VIP. Now you'll notice that if we zoom in very close to the start of this road here, we actually have a little horizontal line. And what this is showing is that there's a corridor where the two roads intersect. It's showing that there's a little piece of existing string also intersecting at this curve here. So when we pick on this existing road, we want to be sure to pick the center of the road. Now it's only about 1 millimeter's difference and doesn't make any difference to your design, but just for consistency. So zoom in nice and close so you can see this horizontal line, and then pick on the center of the line, and be sure to keep picking until you highlight the survey road crown that's going along the new road, and then accept it. We can then zoom back out again, and the second IP point we want to pick is the end of this existing bitumen. So we simply keep picking again to once again, we don't want the tin ground, so we need to make sure we pick on Survey Road Crown and accept that. We can then zoom right out. Okay, our third and fourth IPs are just entered by a chainage and a height. So making sure that your cursor is in the section view, you can start entering the chainage and the height. And the first one will be chainage 412, put a space between it, and a height of 49.667. Click on enter. And we can see our third IP is created. Our fourth IP will be at chainage 600 with a height of 66.333. Click on enter. Our final two IPs, once again we're matching into the existing bitumen, so we can zoom in on the existing road here. Pick and make sure that we get the survey road crown model, and then zoom in nice and close so we can see our corridor, and then pick and accept the middle of our corridor. And there we've created our IP points for our vertical geometry. We still have our rubber band line, so we can just click on escape. We now want to insert a couple more VIP points. Obviously at the start here we don't have enough room to enter in a vertical curve to still match into this existing road. So we're going to extend this IP point out here, or rather we're going to insert another IP point at the same grade as this existing bitumen, but another 40 meters out to allow us to put in a vertical curve. So to do this, we go to the first column once again and go down to Insert VIP Grade. Inside our panel, our starting VIP will be this VIP here. We can either type that in, or we can click on the little More Information button and then pick and accept IP number 2. Our grade, once again we could just type this grade in, or we can click on the More Information button and go to Point, and then pick, and make sure we pick on the alignment string, not the tin and not the survey road crown, but the alignment string, and accept it. Our mode could either be distance, so we can go a distance from here, or we can accept chainage. So the chainage would obviously start from the beginning, and the distance would start from the VIP that we've selected. We'll just go from the VIP, so a distance of 40 meters, and click on Insert. And over in our section view, you can see we have a little bit of screen damage, so we can click on Regen, and we can see our third IP has been inserted 40 meters away from the second IP. We can now finish on this panel. If we zoom back out now, near the end of our road, we're going to insert another VIP, and this time we're going to intersect two different grades. So a grade from VIP number 5, we're going to come down, and then we're going to match the grade between 6 and 7 to find a point in here with intersecting grades. So to do this, we go to the first column once again, and this time we come down to intersect VIP grade. Once again, we need to pick on our starting VIP, so we pick on the More Information button and select number 5 and accept it. Our mode for the first one is going to be grade, so we're going to come down here at a grade, and our value will be -5%. Our second grade, our starting VIP, is going to be number 6. And this time, instead of a grade, we're going to match the existing grade here. So we change it to VIP number, and our end VIP will be number 7. So this is going to match the grade between 6 and 7, which is 1.558%. And we click on Insert. Once again, we have a little bit of screen damage. You can either zoom in and zoom out, or just click on the Regen button. And you can see number 6 has been inserted at a grade of 1.558 and -5%. We can click on Finish here. When we inserted these two new VIP points, we get redundant IPs. These IPs are on the same grade as between 1 and 3 is the same as 1 and 2, and the same with 6 and 8 and 7 and 8. So we can delete these redundant IPs. The easiest way to do this is just to go to the first column once again and go all the way down to Delete, and then just pick on IP number 2 and accept it. Pick on IP number 6, as it's now been renumbered, and accept it. We now have just 6 IP points. If you like, you can now maximize section view so that we have a little bit more room to move, and just do a zoom all. We're now going to insert parabolic curves in at our various IPs. So we go into the change part of the superalignment editor, and once again go down to change curve. We can just click on the IP that we want to change, so this time IP number 2, and type in a parabolic length. And the length for the first one will be 50 meters, and hit enter. You can then click on number 3, change that to 150 meters, and number 4 will be 200 meters. And finally, IP number 5, we'll insert a parabolic radius there, or length, of 100 meters. We're now finished with our vertical geometry. So we could just exit out of this, but once again, as we saw in the horizontal geometry, we have a VIP editor as well, which gives a table of our various different IPs. And you can see we could change anything in here if we wanted to. So if we weren't using a length, if we wanted to use a radius, or if we wanted to work from a K value, make it asymmetric, or even a circular arc, we could change these values inside of here. And once again, you would need to click on Set. Other things that we can note inside of here, our K value is automatically calculated, our radius is automatically calculated, and obviously our chainage and height are shown, and the length. We're not going to make any changes to this, so we can simply click on Finish, and then we're finishing editing our alignment, so we can click on the tick button here, which will save and finish our job. Will it be asked if we want to finish? We say yes.